Welcome back to the podcast badly,
Hey guys, it's epic Thanos time.
where Judd is dressed in a full Thanos outfit and has just surprised me with it. And what the fuck? Oh Jesus! Saying that, I have a better surprise for you than you just did with that meme. So
What? Go on then.
saying that, I need to do the intro music. So shut your face.
All right.
That was the intro music. It was made by me. Ain't I clever? Ooh, that was good.
I was doing a epic Thanos dance. I just snapped when that music was playing. Did an L snap?
That's how you triggered it.
I gotta get this mask off.
Is it? It's not a full suit, is it? It's got the
I'm
mask.
keeping his armor on.
It's got the mask. You've got like a shitty gauntlet, and you've also got
I've
shoulder.
got his.
It's
yeah,
like a
it's weird.
vest, isn't it?
It's
Or like a poncho.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Thanos
poncho.
poncho.
Yeah. It's all Dalton's, obviously, but
It is. I legit thought you just bought it because you were on about.
I'm gonna be using this for like I wish I would have had this when the Avengers night were on.
That would have been good.
In Corp in Sheffield, but
Did you end up going to that?
actually this is really itchy. I did, yeah, and it wasn't very good at all.
For the people who don't know, Corp is a nightclub in a city near us, and
Sheffield, yeah.
But normally that place is terrible anyway. So
Okay,
but
what were you saying?
normally Corp is terrible anyway. So was it like?
I think it used to be all right. I think it used to be good, especially first time I went in there. I really enjoyed it, and the past few times I've been in, and it's just like, no, this is crap.
I don't know what's changed your mind because it's always been trash.
I think the DJs changed, and also there just don't seem to be as many people going. So
you did say that, to be fair, that the DJs had like swapped and
yeah,
gone
I
somewhere
think
else
they've
or
gone to
something.
a place called Code, because you know there's like this really big room in Corp. It's pretty much the first one you go into, and that's where most of the dancing happens.
Yeah.
But it used to be that room was the metal room. So you go in there and they were playing like metal. But now it's more like normal club tunes in that one, and metal's moved to a smaller room upstairs.
Which makes more sense, to be fair. Well, Tessoterix appeared and is excited to watch, saying, "Here we go again." I want to while he's here and captivated.
Did he see my Thanos costume? Did he see my Thanos costume?
He actually didn't, but I know he's missed out on the Thanos costume. But just have a quick show him of the mask.
All right, I got to get it all on though.
No, don't put it on. Just show him because I've got something even better to get through. Judd, you're gonna make this. This is a podcast as well, so it's like everyone's listening to silence of Judd putting on a costume. This is premium content right here. That's how it works. Jesus Christ!
Destiny has arrived.
It's just so dumb.
I love this thing, honestly. It's so hard to see in it though.
Well, I've got a better surprise for you than that. Maybe.
Right, hold on.
I mean, probably.
Hold on.
So
poncho.
So it's something that I need to like. It's something that I need to show you like on camera, but the way we record these, I can't like show you live on camera. So what I'm gonna have to do is I've switched to like almost a stripped back version of how we record this. I'm gonna put Judd into Discord on full screen. I'm going to send you 2 pictures in Discord, and then you react to those, and tell me what you think.
All right.
And then I'll show him what it was that happened.
No. Fucking hell.
What do you think?
Fucking
Do you like it? I'll see if it's kind of faded, but I'll see if I can show it on camera.
Fuck.
I don't know if that's come on right. For the podcast, I got an inner lip tattoo that says views on my inner lip because I did it for the views. If I organise
no views for this. You're gonna get none.
You can see the photos here when I bring them up on stream if you're watching live. It says views.
Fucking God.
I thought that was pretty good.
I hate it, honestly. I really do. Does Helena hate it?
Yeah, she wasn't too happy, but it was so fun. I enjoyed going to get it.
What's it like getting one on your lip?
It was. I've also got a painted green nail that some people might spot on stream. That's because Helena wanted to put lip gloss on me, but I said I compromised.
Jesus Christ, that's loud. I can't. Hold on, I can't hear a word you're saying.
Why are you playing shit while we're doing a podcast anyway?
Oh my God,
terrible.
That's so loud!
Shut up! You're terrible at this.
You're so loud.
You're such an awful person. You asked
I put on Sonic Adventure, and it decided to be really loud.
You said what did you say? You said was Helena not happy with it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, whatever. She wasn't too happy. Yeah, Tessoterix left speechless. I did also get another tattoo while I was out, so I'll show you that quick, and you can react to that. Where are we? Yeah.
Okay. No, I think that's made me feel quite a bit sick. That actually, if I'm honest.
What the broken bone tattoo I've got, or the
Oh no,
views
I've not
lip?
seen the broken. No, the fuse on your lip. I've not seen the broken bone.
Oh yeah, I just showed it to camera. I realise you can't see that.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll show you that another time. But yeah, I thought that was great. I'm gonna be making a video of it as well, and the reactions are quite good. So yeah.
That's
Gotta do it for the views.
I hate it. I didn't know if I hate what I hate more, that lip tattoo or your disgusting awful beard. Like,
yeah, I've not shaved nice at all.
I have,
but
I've shaved nice because I thought the surprise was going to be that you were going to bring a pretty girl onto stream.
No, what? No. Why would that ever be the surprise?
I don't know. Well, it would have surprised me. I would have been more surprised that you'd agreed a girl. You've got a girl to come on this stream than you'd done that to your lip.
That I agreed a girl.
That you agreed a girl, yeah.
Well, no, that's what I'd done. I've got an inner lip tattoo that says views. So, yeah.
Fucking hell.
I love to being able to officially say that I got a tattoo for the views.
Fucking hell. I wish I could say like slurs on this on this stream because I'd be calling you so many slurs, honestly.
See, the thing is, I think I must have some sort of superhuman healing ability or something.
I reckon
right?
you're autistic.
Because these inner lip tattoos, I've looked it up, and they're supposed to last like potentially up to 5 years, normally between like 1 and 5 years, and mine's like already gone. And I got it done yesterday. It's already almost gone.
Good, so, it should be gone. Should be removed.
Tessoterix says, bring your grill to the stream.
Grill? I don't have a grill. You have one, don't you?
We should... What? No, I don't have a grill. I've got weird wonky teeth. That wouldn't work.
No, I think he means... That's
internet
right. Slang for girl.
I thought he meant because I'm showing like my lip that he meant like a tooth grill. But no, I'm just
grill
I'm
means
just a big
girl.
dumbass.
I've not got an L grill, but you have.
You should be glad I didn't get that tattoo like on my body somewhere that's not gonna fade off or like might be visible or something like that. Because you know I would.
Well, that if you got it like on your arse or something, like I think that'd be funny. Like literally anywhere else apart from where you got it.
Why? Why is that such a problem?
I don't know. I just don't like it. There's something about it that I proper don't like. I don't know.
Fucking
I don't
pussy,
know.
you. Why the hell? Out of all the things that you're okay with, why is that one of something that you're not like that you find weird?
I don't know. Maybe I just don't like. I don't know. Like
you don't like mouths.
Yeah, maybe I just don't like. No, I love mouths. I've had a lot of experience with mouths.
What the hell? You love mouths?
I love mouths, especially when they're right.
I love chairman mouths.
I love Chairman Mao. He's
I'll
awesome.
send you a
He's right
picture
lad.
of the bone tattoo I got on Facebook,
Okay.
and you can see what you think of that. I think it looks awesome, this bone tattoo that I got, and it were really cheap, like relatively for compared to like other tattoos I've got before. The lip and the bone one, which I've shown on stream, and you can check out on my Instagram if you really want to see it. People who are only listening, they can. It's super detailed, like really, really good, and it only costs £55 in total for both.
Well, I really like the bone one.
Tesoteric doesn't like the lip one either.
No.
Oh, it's funny.
It's proper shit. Do you not bite your lip then?
No, not really. But it's already gone anyway. No one sees it. So
I bite my lip a lot. You might see me do it on the stream, but I don't know if I get down where that is, because that's sort of quite a bit down, isn't it? Like you have to pull it.
It's quite far down.
So I don't know if I bite where that is, but
I bite like the lip bit that goes on the outside. Yeah, but it's like inner lip. That's the thing.
See, I bite inner lip sometimes, but I don't think I bite that far down. So
at least Tesoteric likes the bone tattoo. That's the one that's supposed to be good anyway. So
yeah.
So you know when inevitably you get drunk enough or lose a bet or something, and you have to get an inner lip tattoo. What are you gonna get?
I'll not get an inner lip tattoo, but I'll get an armpit tattoo. I'll get a tattoo right on my armpit. So
and what are you gonna get there? You could get like someone's head, and the armpit hair could be like their hair.
I'm gonna get that's all, folks. Like, you know, on cartoons when the pig comes up, he says that's all, folks.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I'm gonna get that on like on my asshole, so I can like spread my cheeks. It's like.
The thing is, we can't monetize that on YouTube, so what's the point?
No point then. No point. No point.
I've actually noted down quite a lot of random stuff for the podcast this week. I'm guessing you haven't.
Oh God, there was one. Oh yeah, no, I've got I have got one thing, but it's only a small thing. Like, we'll be on it 10 minutes top. So
yeah, the bone tattoo is permanent, Tesso. It's all my tattoos are permanent. Even the inner lip tattoo is technically permanent. It's just that all tattoos fall out there. Let's go ahead with whatever you had then, and then I'll give you a little.
All right, so basically, the reason why I was doing this is because I was showing my little sister around town, not like on a night out, but it's like there was something going off at home, and like me and Maddie had to be out the house, so I basically just took her around town for like a couple hours, and she no, I don't know why I said she. We basically ended up in the Barnsley Market, which is just like a load of shit. And
it's not a load of shit. Barnsley Market's not terrible. It's just it's not standard market.
I'm not saying it's a load of shit because it's a load of terrible stuff. I just mean a lot of weird shit, and not weird, just like
no, it's just a normal market.
Weird shit. Oh, well, I think markets are weird. It's just like a bunch of old people like, would you like to look at my assortment of buttons? So...
It's just an old way of selling stuff, isn't it? That feels weird, being as like, we buy everything on the internet now. Even shops are outdated, never mind markets, so...
Yeah, but anyway, so we were getting her phone unlocked, and basically, I was just like, okay, we'll just have a little look around markets then. And we got to this one of the stalls is like this it's like leather coats and stuff like that. It's like everything leather. Yeah. So I went in and I saw this big like school shooter trench coat, and I was like, I gotta try that on. I have to try it on. And it was like, I'm like 5'3" or 5'4" or something like that. So I was like, excuse me, mister who runs the shop, can you get me that trench coat down so I can try it? And he went, yes, I can, but that is a lady's coat. And I was like, all right, how do I play this off? And all the while I've got my little sister there staring at me, and I'm just like, I know. I'm trying it on for my mother, you see.
What, like, were you fully serious, or did you like...
No.
Oh, no, I'm just trying it on for my mum. She's the same size?
Yeah, that's what I said. I went, oh, yeah, my mum's, like, the exact same size and sort of build as me, so, like, whatever I can wear, she can wear.
She's a stout, slightly chubby man.
Yeah, but this guy was like, oh, okay then, so he got it down.
What is this accent, by the way? What's this accent you're doing for this guy?
It's an accent. It's, you know, it's something Eastern. Anyway, so this dude was like just spent 5 minutes getting down like different school shooter coats, but like lady coats, and trying them on me. And I was just stood in the mirror going, "Ooh, look at that!"
By school shooter coats, you mean either like a duster or a trench coat?
Yeah, like they were like trench coats, you know, like long flowing. What's it called? The big one that happened, the school shooting that got everybody talking. The know. Two dudes, but
Tessoteric's calling you out as a liar anyway.
No, well, I was lying. My mum is not the same build as me, so. But
no, she's a lot hotter. Judd's mum. We don't have the same mum. We only have the same dad.
Yeah.
And Judd's mum is very attractive.
But yeah, so we ended up walking out, and I was like, I might be back next week to buy some of these, and it's like, okay. So me and my little sister walk off, and she was like, why did you do that? And I was like, Maddie, sometimes I just like lying to people. I think it's funny.
Just telling a 12-year-old sister, just like, just lie to people sometimes. It's good.
Well, I just think it's funny sometimes, like especially if I'm just like trying to pass the time with something. I like to just see what I can get away with.
Yeah.
Like
and the thing is, if it was the other way around, I'd have got in some sort of trouble or some problem. But because you're so lucky and all that sort of thing, works out.
Another time that I did something like that was like back in high school when I was doing catering, like, you know, hospitalities, cooking, and there was this girl that was like really gullible, and I think I said something in Italian and I can't remember what, or somebody said something else in Italian, and I was like, no, it's supposed to be pronounced like, I don't know, it's something like that. And this girl goes, she goes, "Oh, are you Italian?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And she was like, "How come you moved to England then?" And I went, "I got in loads of trouble with the mafia." And she proper believed me, and I just ended up like spinning this web of lies, and basically what I ended up with was when I was 8 years old, a small boy in in Rome, in Italia. I was working for the mafia, sending letters back and forth between different like members of the mafia, like basically being a mule, and the Don, as well as paying me in recognition of my service, allowed me one target to have like disappear every couple of months. So she was like, did you ever make anybody disappear? And I was like, only one. And I just left it at that. And she was like, she probably believed me.
Honestly. I love that sort of thing. She was sort of just like fucking with people, really, isn't it?
There was she was the kind of girl that, like, if you told her that it said gullible on the ceiling, she'd get a magnifying glass out and look for it. She she was really
That's
funny.
That's a good one. I like that.
I've got one more time. I think I've told you this one.
Esoteric's saying he can't believe that you get away with it. Well, trust me, if you spent any amount of time with him, you would realise. It's like I tell this to, whenever I tell people like some of your stories that you like say like that, or even stories where I've been there. Yeah. I say to him, and thing is, this is type of thing where you'd think, well, he might just be lying or something. But I've been with you enough times to know that you won't be. Yeah. It's like always happens to you, this sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever lie about I want to say like bigging myself up in any way, because I don't do anything like that. I wouldn't sit there and be like, oh yeah, I beat up 3 lads the other day. I wouldn't do something like that. I like lying about stupid and funny things, like stuff that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, it's sort of more of like, it's almost like a prank,
yeah,
really, isn't it?
Yeah.
More of just like lying to someone.
Yeah, and something that tells a good story as well, and like usually never anything that like bigs myself up. The only time I guess I was sort of bigging myself up a bit with the Italian one, but that was only because I was seeing how much I could get away with.
Yeah, it was just like comedy value, wasn't it?
Yeah. But anyway, so this last time, I'd been out drinking and I was waiting for my bus to show up, and I think it was like an hour away, my bus. So I was like, well, I'm not just gonna sit here and wait an hour for my fucking bus. I need to do something. And I think my phone was dead or something. So I was like, well, I need something to do. And I just looked over, and from the bus station, you can sort of see this big bingo parlor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, and I went in, and I went to like one of the people working there, and I was like, "Hi, I'm doing a documentary for college about gambling addiction in Barnsley. Would I be able to have a tour of the facility?" And by the way, I'm very drunk.
Yeah.
But like when I snap into like, oh, I'm doing a character, I'm doing a bit, I snap into it. So I'm like, yeah, I was just wondering if I could have a tour of the facility and see what's going on.
What time was this? Like, what sort of time was it?
It was oh God. Well, the place was still open.
Yeah, but it's open while like midnight anyway. But...
Is it? So maybe like 10 then, but it was
10
it was
PM.
Late, yeah, it was like because it was like a proper night out. It was just like a few drinks at Spoons, well, like a fair few drinks at Spoons, but yeah, I guess it was later, but you know, still a decent enough time for this place to be open. But yeah, so I was just saying to this guy, "Can I have a tour of the facility for my documentary?" And he was like, "Yeah, come have a look around then." And I think it was the dude actually. This dude like showed me around the entire bingo parlor. He showed me all of the games and stuff. I'm pretty sure he unlocked like the big hall because nobody was using the hall at this time because it was like late at night. The only thing that was open was like slots and stuff. So he opened the big hall up. He turned on all the lights and he showed me around. He was like, "Yeah, this is where we get people in. We have the announcer up there. We have kitchen there for people people to have food ordered to the table."
Sorry, hold on a second. Keep telling your story.
Okay, all right, okay. So yeah, so he's like, "Yeah, we have the kitchen over there. People have like drinks and food ordered to the table and stuff." So I was like, "Oh, how what's the age range from for people who go here?" And it's like, "Oh, it's anything from like 18 to 90." And I'm like, "Fucking hell!" But anyway, it was like nothing really happened. I obviously wasn't doing a documentary or anything. It's just this dude gave me like a full tour of the bingo parlor, and it was just, just for a laugh.
It's crazy, honestly. It's one of the reasons why I've said to you before when we've been out that I love going out with you because crazy stuff happens all the time, every single time. But I have to like limit it because I couldn't deal with it like every time I want to go somewhere.
I think that's why I spend a lot of time indoors, because the second I walk out, something weird just happens and it gets really draining.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I've got some more stuff for you.
More stuff.
You know, like last time we recorded a couple podcasts, there was some stuff to do with Deji.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've got some more Deji news. Woo!
Actually,
more Deji news time!
It's good that you brought that up, because I've got some more pro-Jared news, so...
Oh, cool. We can do some more. It's like we're a news podcast. Esoteric says his sister gets in a lot of crazy shit. There's just certain people who do in there. It's like, I don't know.
I think you've got to sort of look at it like... Well, I don't do it, because I'm going to say you sort of have to be... up for it, don't you, and be like going for it, and I don't do that all the time. It just sort of happens around me.
Yeah. But... Well, speaking of crazy shit, Deji's been in some more crazy shit, and essentially, I forgot what it says in the video. I'm just looking it up again right now, but it was like a response to. I want to start. Oh Jesus Christ! I just opened his video and it just for Deji's voice going, "I want to start," like really loud. And the title of the video is "He's Gone Too Far." Full stop. It's
must
a
be
10-minute
stopped.
video, Jesus, on like KSI's tweets that he's made about the situation, and
Yeah.
it's just him being like, "Oh, fuck this embarrassing little brother kid of mine,"
Yeah.
and Deji's being like, "Oh, it's just disgraceful. It's unbearable. It's what the fuck are you doing?"
No,
He's
go
just
on.
sprayed deodorant on his arm and lit it on fire, and then waved
I'm
it out.
listening.
Is that Deji's career?
Yeah, going up in flames.
Or is that
That's
what he's
what
trying
that
to do to KSI? I'm just
No,
gonna...
that's what I'm gonna do whenever I get some.
I want to start
some
off
leaked
Jesus.
news, some fire news. I'm gonna set myself on fire.
I'm just scrolling through his video with it muted, and honestly, essentially, all I wanted to say about it is he's just made just such an overreaction, even about what his brother's just done. He's gone too far, and the way he talks about it, it's like
Wait, that was Deji
gone
saying he's gone too far.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
It's like that Deji's like acting like KSI's like raped someone or something. That's how serious he's talking about the whole thing, and it's not a big deal. He's not done anything to him at all. Tesoteric's asking if we caught the thing with Tfue. I have been keeping up with it, but
Who?
it's Tfue. Do you know who
that the one
Tfue
that-
is?
No.
He's a big streamer, probably one of the biggest streamers there is. He plays
I'm
Fortnite. He's part
spelling
of TFUE.
Right,
He's the guy who looks like one of the default skins on Fortnite.
He
'Cause no
kind
one's
of
made
looks
that
a lot
joke
like one of the Paul brothers, doesn't he?
He could be, actually. Maybe he's a
Yeah.
lost Paul brother. But essentially, he's got a contract with FaZe Clan, and he's been trying to get out of that contract with FaZe Clan.
Yeah.
I'm not that interested in it, to be honest, because it's just contract disputes, and there's not really anything else happening with it. Like, he wants out the contract. FaZe don't particularly want to let him out the contract for, obviously, they're saying for, like, fans' sake, but it's more so for money's sake, because why wouldn't it be? They should just admit it's money's sake. And Tfue's exaggerated how bad it is, but it is kind of bad. It's, I don't really care that much. They're all rich people complaining about being rich, so I'm not that bothered.
Yeah, it's... I know there was... Because there was the whole release the whatever it's called, you know, the thing they get them to sign the contract. They were like, release the contract, and they would
But the thing is, it were leaked anyway,
kid.
so everyone can see the contract.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. I get both sides. They want to keep him and try and work it out and make some money with him, and he's already signed a contract, so he's already committed to it. So it's like, well, they're kind of backed in, but he's also like, this contract sucks, and I know what. Well, this contract really sucks. It's not as bad as he makes out, but he wants out, and it is kind of bad. So I would want out too, but it's just because people, because they're kind of famous online, people have been talking about it. So I just don't. I'm not bothered. It's not like brothers feuding and Deji being a little bitch and I hate him, or it's not like Pro Jared cheating on his wife and all that sort of thing. It's
just a dude being pissed off with his boss, really. At the end of the day,
yeah, that's kind of all it is.
That's all it is.
I know he's not getting. Essentially, he's not getting quite a fair cut of his earnings. It's not terrible. There's definitely been worse. But thing is, with the amount of money coming in from him, he's making a shit ton anyway.
The level of drama that it is me coming home and saying, "Oh, my boss again give me a load of shit today." That's it, really. That's a level of drama. You might talk about it before you have your din-dins
like
and
saying,
you get to bed. But,
my boss has been a dick today, and I don't even get as paid as much as I deserve, really. But
yeah. And that's it, really. It's not like something everybody should be up in arms about. It's just
the only difference is the job he's doing is playing video games, and he's a multi-millionaire regardless.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, I don't. I get both ends, and I'm not too bothered because at the end of the day, whatever happens, both of them are going to come out being millionaires and having a pretty sweet life anyway. So it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, what's gone on with Pro Jared? Anything interesting?
Right. So this was on the. Actually, this is old news. This
is it.
Yeah, this is irrelevant. This
just
irrelevant.
This is old news.
This just saying, woo woo. Everybody already knows about this.
As if we keep like up with the trends regularly.
Oh,
I mean, that Deji video has been out days.
I literally just found out about this today, so like I literally just watched a video on it. So, but basically, he put out a big fucking paragraph. In fact, he's written so much that instead of actually typing it out on Twitter,
the
what
whole
he's had to
notes
do,
thing.
Yeah. Instead, what he's had to do is he's had to like write it all down on like a Word document or something, and then post 2 screenshots of everything he's wrote.
That's fairly common. That
so
people do that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. I don't know. I don't go on Twitter. So it's just him saying he's sorry for anybody that's seen the accusations. So he's not. What has he got
to apologise to other than like his wife? Why do we care?
Well,
like, why does he need to apologise to us?
Because he's been soliciting minors for like nudes. So he's a diddler. He's a goddamn diddler.
Well, Tessoteric's saying about the Tifu thing. He says, in my he's German. I don't think the grammar's great, but I'll just read it how it's written. He says, in my point of live, I think he means life, I spend €20 and don't even bother and don't really think about it. See, already, right? If we spent €20 about £16, if I spent £16 or something, that's like, I'd think about it. Like that's.
I do not have £16 to spend.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not.
But he also says Tifu can spend 60k without thinking about it, and it's just crazy how much money he makes.
Yeah,
and it's true. That's why I'm not bothered about it. So
yeah, but so anyway, he's not started it off with "I'm sorry that I'm a diddler." He's started it off with "I'm sorry that you know I'm a diddler."
Yeah.
So
that's always the mistake that they make.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
And also, the thing is, I mean, if they weren't, so far as that, do we know that they were like underage?
Now, I don't think we know that. We might know that, and I just might not care because I don't really. But I think we know that they're underage.
I don't know. I'm kind of like conscious of how much we talk about diddlers on this podcast.
Just slap a big stream. Maybe on it. Just slap maybe he's a paedophile. You know, only maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. People are so bad. I love when like PewDiePie essentially does an apology review.
Yeah.
And like tells them what they should have said in their apology. And these people have a whole like marketing team who are supposed to be paid to tell them what to say, and PewDiePie, and they still get it wrong. And PewDiePie comes along like, "Why don't you just say this? Come on, it's pretty easy."
Yeah.
I do like
that. So anyway, he said that he's sorry. He's sorry that we found out. That's all right. I accept his apology because I never gave a shit. So apology accepted, bro, Jared. But he basically goes on about how him and Heidi, his ex-wife, has been shit for a while. Apparently, there was a lot of stuff she did in the relationship which his friends and family know about. And also, they were in a polyamorous relationship. Do you know what a polyamorous relationship is, Jacob?
Well, yeah, but I mean, supposedly, did she know that they were in a polyamorous relationship?
No, they were. She knew about this. But you know what one is, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. And for anyone who doesn't know what one is a polyamorous relationship is where it's okay to have this relationship, and it's okay to have feelings for other people and have some sort of intimate relationships with them. But basically, the person that you're with in this relationship is really meant to trump everyone else. You know, because
it's kind of like it's kind of like a pimp where he has a bunch of bitches and then he has his bottom bitch, and then
it's kind of like that. Yeah,
it's more like being if you're in a committed relationship, just full on picking his nose right now.
I'm not picking it. I'm scratching it.
It's more like where you are in a relationship where you can have like physically. It's all right to go and like maybe have sex or something with someone else.
Yeah.
But emotionally, you're not supposed to get attached to someone else.
You can't emotionally have sex with someone.
Kinda, yeah. I mean,
the way I've heard it is that it's okay to have feelings for somebody else whilst you're in this relationship. So that means that like it's kind of like having a best mate and a mate, really, if you think about it, because it's
I
like
don't know, because that's too confusing. I think it definitely is
really,
more of a
like,
case of... No, it's got to be, because it's more of a case of, like, you go home to this person at the end of the day, and you, like, love them, but you can go and hook up with other people, because that don't matter.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it is.
I like how Tesoteric's sisters joined, just as we're talking about polyamorous relationships.
So, it is that. It is basically coming home to someone at the end of the day, but at the same time, you're going out and fucking other people. But also, because they do say about feelings, so, you know, the feelings get mixed up in it. And apparently that's okay in one of these relationships.
I think there's people define them differently, and I think you're wrong because you don't.
Well, the way that they've been defining it is that relationships get...
In this one video that you've seen.
Yeah.
You must be right.
Yeah, I've got to be right.
Because the internet's never wrong.
I cite my goddamn sources. I know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, so Heidi apparently knew about him and Holly doing the big bone, but apparently they were quite romantically involved as well, whilst they were doing the big anal with each other. So
for the sound thing, by the way, I adjusted my mic. It's working now. Sorry,
what?
Keep going. Sorry, Tesoteric's just saying that the sound's better.
Oh, okay. So they did the big anal, and they were in love with each other whilst they were shoving things into each other's bodies. So that's lovely. But apparently Heidi was all for this. Like, she was like, yeah, it's okay if you two have feelings.
It never
for
is
each
though,
other.
really, is it? It never ends up being.
No, because apparently something happened where Heidi was like, I'm not happy anymore, which I was saying a sarcastic tone, but really your boyfriend's fucking other girls. So yeah, that's a just reaction.
She shouldn't have said she was happy with it in the first place.
Yeah, that's the reaction you should have had in the first place, but I don't want to get a load of shit from polygamy people.
Well, I'll get a load of shit from it because I think it's stupid. If you're gonna honestly,
stupid.
Naturally, we're predisposed to be pissed off about it. So be pissed off about it. Honestly, I've never heard of any polyamorous relationship. Like, there's a couple that you hear about as almost myths, like between people you know, but it's more so like people who are a bit more in the public eye or whatever, and they never work. Never. A polyamorous relationship never ever works. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah. I'm inclined to agree with you because I've never seen one. Show me a starving child. I'm not seeing one. You can't prove that starvation exists. I'm not seeing a starving child.
This is a good point to bring up the fact that I've got a soundboard working. So although you can't hear it, Judd, people on stream can. So I can play.
Are you just playing like chicken noises and like?
I've got the soundboard triggered to play for legal reasons. That's a joke. I've also got the podcast intros on it, and I've also got that winning music.
Oh, right, yeah, for whenever I do anything amazing in my life, so yeah.
Yeah, it's playing right now. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like it? You enjoying it?
I can't hear it, can I? But
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I believe in a good Christian relationship. You know, boy and girl, 2.5 children.
2.5.
Rings, 2.5. You cut one of them in half because you sacrifice it to God.
Two and a disabled.
Yeah. But if they're disabled, you throw them in a lake or something.
Oh, Jesus! It's a good job I've got. It's a good job I've got the soundboard, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I'm not really a Christian, by the way. I just think that you shouldn't go around fucking other people while you're with someone. Because, like you say, we are literally wired to be pissed off when we're cheated on or something like that. So Heidi's got upset quite rightly, and I don't know whether or not this was going on whilst Holly was with Ross either, because it's never brought up. Ross is like never brought up in any of this, and I think that's partly because Ross has specifically stated, "I'm not getting involved in any of it. I don't want any questions about it. I'm not getting dragged into it." So Ross is just Ross is just going to keep on keeping on,
fucking.
No, that's not what he's doing. So Ross is just going to keep on keeping on, which is the best thing to do in this situation. So that's good. There's been accusations being thrown about that apparently Pro Jared's been gaslighting Heidi, which gaslighting is basically making someone. I don't know if I'm going to explain this right, Jake, but it's kind of making someone believe that they've done something when they haven't.
You tend to get definitions like wrong and mixed up all the time.
Yeah,
so it's probably not that at all. It's probably something completely different.
I think that's it, because you make Helena believe that she pees on the floor all the time, which
she does.
She does.
That one's true.
That one is true. That's not gaslighting, because that's true. She's just forgetful. But so he's been gaslighting Heidi apparently, and apparently Heidi was abusing him, and apparently he was abusing him.
The problem with this drama is, right, there's a lot of shit and accusations being thrown about, and none of them seem to like line up and address things properly. Like with the Deji one, like they've sort of confirmed things, like as in one of the things that someone said was that Deji didn't pay for taxis in America or something at one point, and Deji will kind of like, oh yeah, I didn't, but that's because my card weren't working or whatever. And then KSI says something like, oh, it was working and just whatever. And so you sort of get an idea of what maybe happened. Whereas in this scenario, people are just saying, oh well, you did this. And like, you did this then. Well, you did also this.
There seems to be a lot of concrete evidence to either of them. So
there's an ice cream van.
I can hear that. I can hear that ice cream fan actually. Yeah.
I'm not shutting my window. It's way too warm.
So, but apparently, one of the things that he says he did is that he helped her find a new place to live when they got divorced, and he apparently paid the initial deposits. He bought her a car to facilitate her independence. He facilitated her independence. Did Pro Jared? What do you mean you've already heard this?
Yeah, you've told us this bit.
Have I told you this bit?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But that's basically it, apparently. Heidi has been on this a lot. Last I heard, she'd put like 50 comments on it or something.
Right.
But she's been.
I don't know. I think I've lost interest in this as well.
She was posting on it so much that Keemstar asked her to slow down so he could take note of everything because it was just too much.
See, the thing is with YouTube drama, it's that I fully get why it moves on so quick, because I move on from it dead quick as well. Yeah. Oh, remember that James Charles drama? Oh yeah, no one cares anymore.
In fact, is he not gained subscribers? What happened with that?
He did regain subscribers. He lost them overall, but he has regained some. Jeffree Star lost some or whatever, and stuff happened. I don't know. Yeah. I don't care anymore. Again, if it lasts longer than a week, I don't care.
Yeah.
It can restart again after a little break. That's fine, like this KSI Deji thing did.
Do you hear that, Pro Jared? You need to diddle more kids, then we'll be interested again. Then you'll be interesting. Did you play the sound? Did you play the clip?
No. Yeah, I'll...
yeah, slap that on.
What I actually did was I was just being disgusting and trying to pick my toenail, and I accidentally picked it too far, and now there's blood everywhere.
Oh, have you got a toe knife?
I actually have. Look, I'm holding my pen knife right now.
Oh, right, okay. I don't have a toe knife per se. I've got toe clippers. So that whilst maybe I'm down there scooping some of the toe jam out, I can maybe give them a quick trim as well.
It's actually painful.
But
I think that's quite a cohesive podcast. If you don't know how it works, we record two in a row.
That's one podcast, is it?
It's 44 minutes, so between 45 minutes and an hour is a good amount of podcast.
I can give you one.
I'll give you one.
Lasted longer than that.
I'll give you one sort of small little tidbit. One sort of little story. There's this girl who I call Dora, and I used to well, sometimes I still do if I ever see her. When if she gets Tinder and downloads Tinder and like gets matches and that, one of my favourite things to do is like message guys that girls have matched with. Like if I know a girl and she's got Tinder and she's matched a guy on Tinder, I like to message the guy on like their behalf with some dumb shit. So she sent me a message like reminding me of one I sent ages ago, and she was saying that she's got back on Tinder because she can't find anyone good for her love life or something like that. Okay. And we call her Dora because she looks like a live-action version of Dora the Explorer, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
When she said that, I really wanted to send her a message back saying, well, you know what to do, just go into Backpack, get out Map, and Map will show you the way.
What do you mean you send her messages on their behalf, though? You
if we're ever out somewhere and she's like flicking through Tinder, I'll ask her to I'll ask her to let me message on her phone, like one of these lads that she's matched with, as if I'm her. So.
Oh right, I see what you mean. All right, okay.
Like this guy, first, like one at ones she'd matched with said, like preferred dick size ? Was his opening line. So yeah, guys can be weird on Tinder. So I told her to message him back saying, 20 plus inches only need apply, and he sent back only 18 inches off then, and because he thinks he's being funny, but actually that's a shit reply. So I told her to just reply back with ew, and then unmatch him.
Not only did he start off with like a shit chat up line, but he also admitted to having a tiny cock as well.
Yeah, he couldn't even follow through.
Like, Hi there, pretty woman.
Wrong post.
I'm inept at talking to women, and also my penis is incredibly small.
That's the definition of a beta cuck right there, isn't it? Honestly.
That's because you're a beta cuck.
Yeah, I do like doing that though. It's one of my favourite things to do because guys can be such dicks on Tinder.
Yeah. I mean, women can as well. I've actually found
but they can be more picky
more women.
Too.
Yeah, well, that's usually the thing with them, but I found more women to be like. I found women to be more obnoxious on like Tinder and stuff than I have men, because like if ever I get a message off of a dude, like it can be like sleazy, but it's never like mean spirited or picky or bitchy or anything like that. So I find that it's actually a lot easier to deal with men than it is to deal with women and stuff like that.
Have you ever had a Tinder date? Or even a hookup or anything, just anything.
I think I've had one, and it like went all right. I think it was I went on one with a dude, and that went all right. But
what did you do?
No, we literally just got something to eat. We didn't even keep chatting.
McDonald's?
Because it was something like McDonald's or KFC. It was something like that. But it worked. Yeah, it was lovely. But yeah, we I don't think we kept chatting or anything, just because I think we didn't really have anything in common.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was on Tinder for a bit.
He was like a sporty lad or something like that, and I was just like, I'm not a sporty person, so.
Sporty? Yeah, I was on Tinder for a little bit,
these days.
But it was, I don't know. I talked to some girls on it a little bit. I never got a date. Ever. I don't know. Yeah. I'm bad at it anyway.
I think it's a lot easier if you've got both. Well, I mean, obviously, it's if you've got both on. Especially with dudes, because dudes are like go for anything. Dudes are like way less picky than girls. But I've deleted it now. I might get it again. But what I used to do with Tinder is just like literally swipe right on everything, and just like if I got a match, I'd look at the match, and if I was like, okay, I do actually like that, then I'll keep it, and if I didn't, then I just get rid of it. I just kind of cast in a wide net, The widest
that's the way you do it, really, isn't it? Tessoteric's 14-year-old sister says, I was never on Tinder, but I've heard scary rumours. It still exists. Also, I think you have to be... How old do you have to be on it?
I think you actually do have to be 18 to be on Tinder. I think it's a
because I think because I'm sure I had it when I was 17, and it shows you people under 18. Like, there's like an under 18s.
It might do. I'm not too
an over
sure.
18s, I think.
I'm not too sure. I know you can set like an an age limit on it, like of what you're looking for.
But I think that changes that age limit when on your 18th birthday, because obviously it takes your birthday from Facebook and all that sort of thing.
And he goes, "Oh no, can't be a pedophile, not on here, not allowed."
Well.
Not allowed. Go away, Pro Jared. Go away. Not allowed.
Everyone lies about their age on it anyway, so because you always, I always used to
20 on it. I think.
Well, it's because we set up Facebook properly, but a lot of people when they're kids, when they're like 10, they want to Facebook and they say they're 13.
The first time I set up Facebook, I lied. I was like a year behind, but I deleted that and I set up a new profile on it, so it's right now. But
see, that's the thing. When I was on it, I used to see loads of people put in like, "Oh, I'm not actually 19, I'm 17 or whatever." And
it says they'll put like says 20, but I'm 19. They'll put something like that, won't they? So
yeah. Well, anyway, that's Tinder. That's a podcast.
That's Pro Jared. That's a 12-year-old. Stay away, Jared. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
And that's what we're leaving you podcast people on. Stay tuned. Bye.